Hi everyone, welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. Welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. My name is Gina Pike. I'm so happy that you're here today. Today we're going to be doing a very quick project update. This is part of KNITOBER. I have been showing you this one project all of October. This started on October the 1st. We just got the last clue October the 22nd, and I'm finished. And this is the Lilith Shawl. And this was the annual mystery knit along for Boo Knits. That's Bev Johnson, and she does an annual mystery knit along for Halloween every year, and this was this shawl. I used a yarn, dye for yarn, called in Bloody Pumpkin. It was a Tussis, a silk lace yarn. I ended up using about 580 something yards. I didn't use the whole skein. The skein was like 760 yards. So I still had a good amount left over. I also used a bead that was that I thought blended well with the yarn. It was a Miyake seed bead, glass seed bead, size 60 in the color root beer. So if you are interested in watching all my other videos, I will link them down in the show notes, and also I will specifically link Clue 1 up above. Clue 1 is where I shared how to do a tutorial on how to do all of the stitches in this shawl. So that I was hoping that maybe if I shared the tutorial, you could see how easy all of the stitches were to make and do, and maybe you would jump in and knit this along with me. If you are knitting this along with me, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know that you're knitting this. I would love to see your projects wherever you're posting them, if it's on Facebook or Ravelry, or if you want to email me, that would be awesome. I love seeing other people's projects that I'm working on. Let's see, so today there's Clue 6 and the finished shawl. I just finished soaking it and blocking it. I'll insert a clip here. This is the Lilith Shawl. This is the Boo Knits Mystery Knit Along for 2021 for Halloween. And this is what I just finished blocking it. I finished it late last night doing this picot border. Let me tell you how it worked. In Clue 1, this had 6 clues. So I just finished Clue 6. If you want to go see the other videos for the other clues, please go back and watch those. But I'll do a quick overview. We did start here at the top with a garter stitch tab border. You can see my thread. That's where I started. You can see how seamless it is. It goes into a garter stitch edging. This is a top-down crescent lace shawl, which means that the edges are very long, and it's really not that, like it's long this way, not that long this way, width-wise. I will go in closer. I used a Tussis silk yarn from Dye for Yarn in the colorway Bloody Pumpkin. As you can see, there's orange and there's splotches of brown, and you can see on my lace I used a Miyake 6/0 seed bead called root beer, which is brownish with an orange tinge when the light hits it. You see those in here. You can see how the lace motif started kind of small at the beginning and got bigger as we went along. And none of these were too hard. All of the stitches used in this shawl were shown in Clue 1. I did that in case you wanted to knit that along with us. I think the hardest stitch was maybe, let's see if I can find it. I think this stitch in here, there's a slip to knit back and front, pass the slip stitch over with a bead. And I'm trying to find it. It was at the very end. I think it was like this one right here. are here, right here. The long one is the slip to knit front and back past the slip stitch over with a bead. And then of course it ended with a picot border. You could knit a different border. If you didn't want to do picot, you could have done an Icelandic border, Icelandic I-cord, or just an easy, simple, stretchy bind off, and just pull the points like here and not have all these picots in between them. I kind of like the picot. It adds a lot to the shawl, I think. Let me step back a little bit so you can kind of see more of the lace and the design of it. And when I finished, it was pretty small, actually. It was very long and not very wide. It was very long across, not very wide, but pulling this out, it's opened it all up, opened up all the lace, and you can see the design of the lace a lot better than in the other videos where I just was showing you the individual clues. But this is the finished shawl. Right now it's drying, and once it's dry, I'll show you a finished picture of it off the blocking mats. However, I thought it would be easier for you to see all of this lace with it pinned out on the blocking mats instead of having it where I'm holding it up and you're trying to see the lace and it might have something behind it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for letting me share it. I will also insert another clip of it being finished and dried. Alright, I wanted to show you real quickly. This is it off the blocking mats. As you can see, this is a very lace weight yarn. You can see me through the shawl. It's kind of why I like to show it on the blocking mats. But you can see, here, let me get up close and try to get out from behind it. This is the size of it, blocked out. See what that looks like all blocked out. I've shown you the detail up close. This is what it would look like on my back. You see, it's not that long of a shawl, but it is wide. Again, this is not a very long shawl this way, but it's very long across, and that's very definition of crescent shaped shawls, but they're great for wearing like around your neck, as a shoulder wrap if your shoulders are a little cold. This pattern, her patterns are all well written. You have a chart, and you also have the text, and she gives you so many reminders. Like if your needle size is going to change, she'll highlight it. The needle size did change. We started out with a US 4, went to a US 5, and then at the very end I used a US 7 DPN to help me with the bind off, so that it made those points a little bit bigger and created a looser edge so that I could really pull those points in blocking. I really have enjoyed knitting this shawl. I will say at the very beginning I didn't like the color. It was a little too variegated for me. It has grown on me a little bit. This is kind of one of those things where when you do lace, variegation of the yarns that are variegated can compete with the lace patterns. I think the variegation was not so bad. In spots it's a little bad, but it was not so bad to totally pull away from the lace. So it kind of grew on me a little bit as I knitted it into a bigger shawl. Kind of right up my alley. I love the lacy scarves, wraps with beads, just to add a little bit of bling to your outfit. So this is very perfect. I think the color was perfect for Halloween, for fall, and yeah, I'm just you know, glad that I made it, and it was a fun knit to do. Thank you for letting me share this with you guys through the month of October. I hope you've enjoyed these updates. And I appreciate you being here. If you are new to here, I like to talk about knitting and crochet and yarn hauls, and I also like to talk about what you guys are knitting, and I like to learn more about you. So we'd love to have you join our family if you would like to do that. We'd like to learn more about you. And for those of you who watch my videos time and time again, who have supported me throughout this whole month of Knitober, thank you. Thank you so much for watching about my projects that I'm working on, for supporting me, for leaving such wonderfully kind comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very, very soon. All right, bye-bye.